Juan and I have been working for the last few days on some pretty nice upgrades to this really simple firewood shed. This was built a number of years ago, about 40 bucks or so, entirely out of pallets. The last few days we built these bump outs on the south side to expand how much firewood we can hold and to mount 1,000 watts of solar generation on the top. We'll talk about all that in another video. This is about this extra little mini bump out. A number of years ago, I jokingly made a review video for the Lumbermaster 3000. So we'll call this the Lumbermaster 4000. That one held lumber decently well, but it didn't really protect it. This has got a lot of upgrades. We'd like to talk about our $10 lumber storage system. So we're sitting on a driveway here, and we just use cinder blocks to kind of stabilize and lay down the foundation. Where the posts meet the driveway, it's made out of black locust. We got these from a huge pile of 1x4 offcuts that had a little bit of rot on them. It's only superficial, but those were $1 a piece. So basically, a couple of dollars in for the uprights. And then we ran these slats, these offcut staves from the same lumber company. They span all of these boards and unify them, and then with absolute scavenge salvage lumber, we made these little platforms. There's lots of room for air to move through. If rain was driven in, it could go through, but it's also southern exposure, so sun should be able to get to all layers of this lumber really easily. I met a 91-year-old dude a bunch of years ago who for some reason had a mountain of this stuff laying in his woods, and he sold them for a few dollars a piece. We bought a bunch. It's rigid polycarbonate, normally used for greenhouses, but what's nice is it's a little bit structural. It flexes a little here or there, but we were able to just screw into the metal frame of the solar panels through the metal backer of this, and that's good enough for our purposes.
We also made these little bump outs on this side, these extensions on this side of the rack that will hold lighter weight or material that doesn't absolutely need to be covered, but it would be nice if it's nicely organized and put away in the same rack as the lumber.
It's little simple upgrades like this that make life a little bit easier to work with. We've got so many resources and materials. In a half acre, having a homestead with a small family and chickens, and then also a nursery, it's really hard to organize materials in a thoughtful way. So these are little upgrades using salvage materials. Maybe there's something in here that's useful for your spot, and if not, well, you can laugh at how silly this thing is, and that's fine too.